full disclosure, Emmy Hernandez is here, and she is a sponsor of our program.
But she's
CCN
also, she's also going to take us through the figurative and literal game of life and help us with our finances and how life is just tricky sometimes and different things happen. And so help us kind of understand how the game can be similar to our real life with our finances.
Sure. Good morning and good to be here.
Thank you.
Hey,
being here.
I came across this great game when I was little, but just recently I played with some of my nieces and nephew, and it come to my mind again, you know what? This game must have been created by a financial advisor because it represents different stages of life. You start off with choose a career path to begin with. You know, like, I mean, if Scott want to try, you can just pick one from the card and see what career you're going to go.
Career path. No way. Firefighter.
There you go.
But he just got fired for sneaking his cat into work.
Uh-oh.
And I know cat dog might
We're going to
cause you
talk
to do
about
that,
bosses
so.
later, about fire and stuff. But my son's a firefighter.
There you
Wow.
go. But see, but it
But
show
things
you,
happen.
yeah, it show you that, you know, you choose different stages of life, and it even go through like get married, have baby, you know, get promotion. So a lot of stuff going on, just like your financial stages that
Right.
changing through life also. So help you determine which way you want to go. And the winner is the one who retired first with the most money
Right.
and live in the millionaire mansions or countryside acres.
Oh,
right
I'm
there.
not sure
How
if I'll,
fun.
I'm not sure if I'll fit in that millionaire mansion, but that's what we want. We want to be able to be
You gotta
financially
s- you
stable
gotta start
and
young.
and not have our children be responsible for us in our older age. Obviously, as a gerontologist, that's something that I do all the time: budget and try to figure out what somebody can and can't afford. And it can be really frightening when you didn't put those steps in place or something happened in your game of life to where those
Right.
finances are gone.
Right.
So share some tips with us that are really helpful for our viewers to really set themselves up for retirement.
Sure, at different stage of your life. For example, if you are just get married, you may have to start looking at life insurance. You know, if you're planning for babies, you have to see whether you need to start a college fund for your children, right? So
That's
529 account. So talk to your financial advisor for that. And then another stage of life will be like when you're getting closer to your retirement. Even on the board game, even show two ways to go, whether you want to choose the safer path, you know, stay with a safe investment, or some of you may want to take a riskier one, so have stock and bonds. So that's another thing that you need to determine. So different state need different review of your financial status and portfolio, you know, and investment.
I learned you got to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first.
My grandmother always said that too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Saving,
Save
it's very
your money.
important. Yes.
yourself first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, you will always want to set aside part of your money while
Right.
you're working. 401k plan, retirement plan, make sure that every month you have 5 or 10%, whatever you can afford, put aside and invest for, you know, long-term future.
What is the percentage that we could be looking at that people should be, you know, putting aside each month or each week, however they get paid?
Well, you know, that's the interesting thing because average American actually save less than 5%,
Yeah.
which is kind of alarming.
Right.
You know, I would say if you can save at least about 10%, that will be good. But the rule of thumb is if you're working with an employer who have a retirement plan for you and they are matching your contribution, that's a free money.
Right.
So whatever percent that up to the max that they match, you should probably at least shoot for that amount of savings.
Good.
So when somebody's resistant to saving that much for themselves or investing that much, what do you suggest to them to maybe cut out so that they can really focus on investment or
Buying games.
retirement?
Yeah, trying to play games is one thing, but normally, a lot of time, you know, in our society, we are pretty much consumer, you know, so we consume a lot of luxury stuff. So you might have to just sit back and, you know, look at your budget, for example. What did you do? I know that some family may have too many subscription on a lot of things. You have Netflix, you have Apple TV, you have everything. So you might have to look at some of those small little things to see whether you have spent too much on one certain thing that's unnecessary. You know,
Right.
and then that could go toward your saving.
Emmy, thank you for your tips. I'm sure we will see you again.
You
And
bet.
have a great holiday.
And we're
Thank
going to
you.
finish this game.
Yes,
Yeah,
later.
so I'll
You
do
bet.
this one.
Later. Yeah. There you
All
go.
right. Up next,
Go to jail.
Up next, we're going to have Piper Bruce with Hand in Paw join us.
Adopt a dog.
I know, and
know, we're
Lolita's
gonna have a
coming
little one
too. You get
here.
to meet Lolita.